Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm taking care of my son. I just wanted to kind of do sort of a day in the life and show you what it's like being a new dad and being a cinematographer. It's been pretty slow. Just posted a new video of this documentary that I was working on. It's a football documentary. That was my last post. Feel free to go check that out. Most of my days have been sort of just like this, hanging out around the house, watching over this guy right here, trying to optimize my gear the best I can. Here's a look at what my little office area is kind of looking like these days. I haven't really been doing any editing projects where I'm sitting here, but I kind of set this up again so that I can do some editing in this kind of area of my house. I have the 6K Pro here, just came back from a shoot. Usually I have this kind of behind my desk so that I can shoot these type of talking head YouTube videos. Life has been so hectic that I really just haven't been able to set up like a proper studio sort of setup. I have my light here, and usually I do like a boom. You can see I got my boom kind of set up over there, and I usually do like the boom overhead, and I just figured today would be much easier just to record everything on the iPhone and just use these DJI mics and just run like this, and then I'll just edit everything on my phone, super low effort, and be able to just kind of share with you what it is, what it's just, my journey of being a DP. Yeah, let's get into it. Kind of want to show you guys what my office area is looking like. I got my gym bag, got a sign for my wife's work, got a Vortex panel sitting here on the ground. I have a new boom cable coming in with like a right angle adapter that I'm going to be using on this boom. So that's why I got this out. Just some cases here. Try to label stuff as best as I can. Some headsets, a set of anamorphic lenses, tripods, sound. There's a red camera, some lights, monitors, easy rig down below. I threw my Amran 60X with the softbox back behind the desk. I got my gaming chair, and then I had to move this other rack over here. This is more like post-production kind of stuff where we have some hard drives and then some like SSDs, USB-C kind of stuff, rigging, and then photography, another camera AKS, and here's my main camera, which I love, 6K Pro. Let's get some lights. I use the Amran Creators app to control this key light right here. And I've been using this Rode little DS2 desk stand with a little MagSafe connector on the back as my tripod. That allows me to get this kind of a shot right here where I have my key light and this little desk tripod sort of scenario, and then I can just from the laptop I can control all of my levels on this key light. Pretty convenient. I actually like the desktop version better than using it on like a mobile device like iPad or iPhone. It's kind of nice when you're sitting here. So that's the Creators app from Amran. Anyway, what I was saying before is everybody's super caught up with all these new cameras, the Nikon red camera and the, what's the other cameras that are coming out? I don't know, new Canon camera, all this FX3 killers, what people are talking about. Is this something that I didn't even care about? I don't know. I've been shooting on 6K Pro since 2021. I love this camera. It's like the best camera that I could possibly be using. It is, full frame, 6K, or not full frame, it's Super 35. Which I don't really mind. I like Super 35. It's 6K RAW. It shoots Blackmagic codec, which is fantastic. If you're using DaVinci Resolve, it's a really good workflow just to shoot DaVinci Resolve Blackmagic RAW and just put it right into the software. Everybody's losing their mind off Red RAW. I have a Red camera. I hate shooting Red RAW. The files are huge. I don't like how they get chopped up into multiple files. Yeah, it's just too much sometimes. Also, it shoots ProRes. The newer Blackmagic cameras, some of them do not shoot ProRes, like the Pixis doesn't shoot ProRes. Yes, it doesn't have as good of anamorphic support. It only has one anamorphic mode, which I believe is in like 2.7K or some weird, maybe it's 5K, something like that. I have to look. It's kind of a weird aspect ratio. Take a look here. Oh, another thing, it boots up super fast. No big deal at all. Oh, okay, let's take a look. So yeah, if you're gonna shoot anamorphic, it's 3.7K for anamorphic. That's the only anamorphic mode you can get out of the 6K Pro, but it's okay. For what I do for anamorphic, it's perfectly fine. So yeah, everybody's super stoked on these new cameras. I don't think that it's something that I'm gonna lose my mind over because I'm pretty happy with the camera that I have. I do wish that I had something a bit smaller and easier to kind of run around with. but that's, I guess, what my phone is for. And I've been using my phone a lot more for behind the scenes. And now for like this kind of YouTube content, I think it's more than enough, especially if you have good lighting. iPhone does really well. I have it in cinematic mode. I don't know, you guys tell me what it looks like with this like fake depth of field kind of thing going on. I used to be super hung up on quality for making YouTube videos, and I'd have to come in here with the big pod mic and, really be making sure that the quality looks really good. But honestly, these DJI mics are so easy to use. It's funny because I actually made a video a while back talking about how I didn't want to see these DJI mics in the frame. But I'm sort of kind of embracing this social media sort of culture where people hold on to them just because the ease of use, and if it's quick, fast turnaround, you're shooting something like this on your phone, it's really nice. I do like the Hollyland ones. They make the Hollyland mic that's a lot more, a lot smaller, more discreet. I think that's a better option if you're doing that kind of thing rather than showing the mic like this. But a videographer friend of mine, he just had a issue where he was out shooting out by the beach and he had a ton of wind noise from his lavaliers. And what is nice about this is it does have this like furry wind protection, which I use even when I'm indoors. I just feel like it helps with plosives and kind of blowing over the top of the mic capsule. So I usually try to keep it on. One thing that I do love about this mic is that you can start and stop recording, and then start recording, just by pushing that button on the side, you can start and stop recording. And that's really super convenient if you're a little bit further away from the microphone. You want to hold that for me? Thank you. Just trying to make content creation a little bit easier and a little bit more streamlined because I just have my hands full for most of the time, and I still want to be able to put stuff out into the world and kind of showcase what it is I'm doing and the projects I'm working on. It is still hard because I would say the majority of the projects that I work on do have some sort of a NDA where I'm not able to show or any of the footage. Either I don't own the footage and it's just footage that I just don't own and I can't be showing on YouTube, and I've signed some sort of document that says that I won't. And even Instagram, I'm not able to post on Instagram or anything like that. So it's difficult to talk about it and show behind the scenes or kind of really make any sort of examples and kind of break it down and talk about what I've learned when I don't have access to that footage and can't be showing it. So it's tough. It's only these like smaller shoots that I can really tell people about and kind of teach and show and break down. But usually those are the ones where I don't have a whole lot to talk about because they are such a small shoot. It's more of these like larger brand videos or commercials or bigger companies that those are the ones that I really want to show you guys and take you guys along on. But it's very difficult because of the red tape. Today's video doesn't really have a topic necessarily. I just kind of wanted to get back into vlogging or just creating more like long form content. I've been watching a lot of videos where people are logging off of social media, whether that's like Twitter or Reels or Threads, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, so that they're not actually participating and watching and doom scrolling all day long. But I feel like YouTube is a little bit different. I spend a ton of time researching and watching stuff on YouTube, mostly camera related stuff, filmmaking stuff, sort of like what my channel is. Hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of content and like seeing what it's like behind the scenes and just kind of what other people in this space go through and do. I was in kind of the scenario where I felt like I needed to try to grow my Instagram. And in the last, I would say, month or two, I grew it from 2,000 subscribers, 1,500 subscribers. Now I'm up above 4,000, just posting consistently. But now that I haven't been really working, it's difficult to put out posts if there's not really anything to show. I can put out more like educational content, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to be a content creator. And it's difficult also to do short form stuff because it has to be really dialed, I feel like. There's also low effort stuff where you can just turn on the camera and just talk about something, but I don't want all my stuff to be about gear and what I'm using and how I'm using it. I want to be more helpful than that and just like showcasing equipment. I feel like there's so much more to it than that. Just ordered a package a couple weeks ago from Walmart. I got just a generic XLR cable to go into the boom. What's different about it is it has like a right angle adapter, which is going to allow me to have like a right angle coming off of the boom. And it's going to allow me to just have a little cleaner cable setup situation going on. So just little minor improvements to just kind of optimize my workflow. So we're waiting for that to come in. It should be delivered hopefully today.
What, baby boy? Yeah.
This is a lot of what my day consists of, just like feeding and having him sleep next to me. He's passed out, dead to the world, eating and sleeping. That's his whole life, eating and sleeping. Oh, looks like this guy's waking up from his nap. But I'm just using the Blackmagic camera app to kind of see my image. And I've never really used it like this. There's a little bit of a delay. And I'm also using wireless earbuds, just some Apple Beats. And I'm able to hear what the camera hears. There's a little bit of a delay, but it's the mic into the phone, back to the headphones. But it's kind of a cool system to monitor and control. Not as cool as the Sony monitor and control app, but still very useful. I think I still prefer the colors out of the native camera app, especially now. I just updated to the iOS 26 or whatever it is on the phone. I also updated the computers. It's Tahoe 26. So this like liquid glass operating system. I actually like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think there's some cool new features to this new operating system. And one thing is the camera app is just a little bit more streamlined. It's kind of in line with the new iPhone 17 release, which seems really cool. The 48 megapixel camera. Something that I'm excited about and I really would like to upgrade to, because especially like the selfie camera right now, I'm using the selfie camera. A lot of people, they try to use the back cameras because the back cameras end up looking the best. That 1x lens ends up looking the best. And a lot of stuff I shoot, I'll end up turning my phone around, but then I can't really see myself. So they make those, small little wireless monitors. Like I think Small Rig makes one that it kind of magnets onto the back of your phone. It's like MagSafe. So that's an option that I could get, but I think if I end up upgrading to the iPhone 17, I think using that front-facing iPhone camera will be really cool, especially because it's open gate and it allows you to, get that wider 4:3 sort of aspect ratio, and it allows you to either get a 16:9 image or a vertical image 9:16, and you don't have to necessarily turn your phone either way. You can keep it in a portrait orientation and you can get vertical or horizontal. So that's pretty cool. And also the bump in resolution. I really like to use this cinematic mode with this like fake depth of field kind of bokeh, fake bokeh. I think it ends up looking the best. It kind of makes it look more like a larger sensor mirrorless camera. And it's kind of my favorite way to shoot on the phone. So I do like to use the back cameras, and I think that they're cool, but it's difficult when filming yourself and not being able to monitor it. And everywhere I go, I don't always have an iPad to be able to, just pick up the iPad and look and see what's going on when I'm framing up a shot. So I think that that's going to be a really nice improvement to make it more usable as a cinematography tool or even like a vlogging camera type of tool. Now I'm just getting some food going, some yogurt. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Hopefully my wife, when she gets off work, she'll be able to take over for me, and then I'm going to end up going to the gym and hitting a little bit of a workout. I've been doing some Olympic weightlifting for the past couple of years, and that's what I'm really into as far as like a hobby. I'd like to pursue more of that kind of niche, fitness, but not specifically fitness, not like bodybuilding or anything like that, but actually weightlifting. I got involved with doing a lot of strongman stuff, some strongman events and powerlifting, because that's the kind of training that I've been doing for so long. But now I'm more focused on Olympic weightlifting. So I think that doing maybe a documentary about a weightlifter or shooting at a weightlifting gym or something like that, just kind of having that crossover into my filmmaking would be pretty cool, because it'd be two of my passions kind of merging. Oh yeah, I know. Anyway, trying to get a meal in. Let's see how it goes. So I actually just recently started cutting my own hair, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. The reason I'm cutting my own hair is because I actually tried something new. I reached out to a barber via Instagram and I said, hey man, can we do some kind of a trade situation where, I make video content for you, and maybe let me come in and get a haircut every 2 weeks or so, stay fresh. This particular barber is actually, turns out, to be a hip-hop artist. So I said, hey, I'll help you promote your music, and we'll do like a music video, kind of like documentary behind the music sort of thing. And we made a pretty cool project, which I still haven't been able to post on Instagram. Shot it vertically on the 6K Pro, and it actually turned out really cool. Haven't been able to really make anything happen with that. I guess I got like 1 or 2 haircuts out of it, and then we just, I don't know, stopped making videos, stopped doing the haircut thing, so it wasn't really that great of a barter situation. So I went back to kind of cutting my own hair, which is kind of a nice skill to learn how to do and be able to trim up my beard. So pretty good, I think. But you guys let me know in the comments below. Maybe it looks terrible. Maybe I should go back to the barber. All right, so I'm on my way to the gym. I got a little bit of a break from watching the kiddo, and my wife is kind of taking over. So it's a good opportunity for me to get away and clear my mind a little bit. Helps my mental health to go to the gym, and also keeps me fit for my job, when I'm on set. Picking up sandbags and C-stands and all that kind of stuff, heavy camera cases, helps to be in good shape. So I'll try to keep that up. I haven't been eating super healthy, but I try. Maybe like 3 out of 4 meals are decent. But actually, here's an update. So that barbershop video that I did for the barber guy, who was actually a rapper, I ended up actually doing that video and finishing it and posting it, and it's actually doing really well. It's over like 5,000 views on Instagram right now, so that's super cool. I'm glad to see that that's doing really well. It's got a ton of comments. We did sort of like a collaboration, shared post between myself and him, the artist, and it's doing really well. His network responded really well to it, and it's brought a lot of new followers to my Instagram account. So it's been cool. Like, I feel like I want to do more projects like that where I collaborate with, hip hop artists or different people like that. I'm not sure if that's like a niche that I necessarily want to go into where I'm doing music videos all the time, but I think that it's kind of cool to do more of a, it's not really a music video, it's sort of a documentary where I'm kind of telling the behind the scenes of the actual song and how it was produced and things like that. So it's a little bit more cinematic storytelling kind of stuff rather than just a music video. I don't know, I might do a few more. I think that one was pretty cool. I showed already a couple clips of what it looked like. It ended up turning out really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna pull up to the gym right now. I'm gonna get this workout in. I think I have some jobs coming up next week. I have a big commercial shoot, getting ready for that, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Okay. What are you doing? Come here. Yeah, let go of that. Come here. Hi. Good boy. Come here.
Anyway, I took a couple of days off from vlogging because I had a couple of gigs that just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I had a couple of days as an electrician on a big Nike commercial. Cool, we had a pretty big crew. We had about 8 G&E crew altogether, like 4 electricians, 4 or 5 grip, gaffer, grip, all the producers, client, a lot of talent. So that was a big one. Obviously, not going to be able to show any of that on the channel because it's all NDA. Probably not even supposed to be talking about it, so I'm not going to show any photos or anything, but that took up a whole bunch of my time this week, which was pretty cool. And little guy was with his mom for the most of it, and I just kind of wanted to show the struggle of, being a parent and being a creative, being a filmmaker. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of this kind of content, seeing what it's like and day-to-day kind of thing. If you made it this far in this video, please go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.